Hello, people who are not me, but who may or may not be better than me at this game. I am Sire Goku, and welcome back to Let's Play Secret of Mana. I shouldn't be recording right now, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, but I don't want to stop in the middle of a freaking dungeon and have to re-record, and have to start it from, well, like after work tomorrow afternoon. Good thing it's not in the morning, otherwise I wouldn't be up right now. Still, I probably shouldn't be recording, but I'll do the best I can. We are in the Temple of Darkness right now, because we were trying to look for Sage Jock in the last part. But Jack told us he was not here, and that he had come here to the Temple of Darkness. So we're here looking for him. We better find him because, yeah. Also, I spent a lot of the last episode just complaining about how certain things work, specifically backtracking for things that are stupid and pointless and unnecessary. And I used Paper Mario 1000 Year Door as an example, though I'm pretty sure the reasoning for that, oh, and that guy uses Exploder, which is a spell you're not going to get for a long time. But I used the example from Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, which I think Nintendo did on purpose just to make fun of the fact of, you know, pointless backtracking just to waste your time, but it's still pointless backtracking to waste your time. Even if you're making fun of it, it's still bad. Oh well. And if you hit that switch, now you can actually use the whip to get across that cliff there. And I have to reinstate, I don't dislike this game, even for things like that, where I mean, this is the only time in the entire game where it's gonna do this, so it could have been a lot worse. But the fact that it still exists is just frustrating. Yeah, that's what I'll say. It's needlessly frustrating. Much like the gloves, needlessly frustrating to use. Thankfully, Lena's the one level grinding the gloves, so I don't have to use them. But still. I can use one of the hope weapons. Okay. Fuck hope. Yes, I said it. Sue me. I don't care. Fuck hope! Anyway. Anyways, like I said, you hit that switch, and now you can get across. Except I'm going backwards. Again, you can grind off these guys pretty well. Because they keep respawning. Okay. Okay, and these ninjas, they'll fight you basically the same way as when you're using a sword. As you can see, they use the charge shot here. Okay, now you can hit that switch, which opens up that door. There we go. Like I said, this place can be a teensy bit confusing. It's not too bad. It's pretty much designed the same way as every other temple, again. But it's enough that it's just like meh. Maybe it's because we keep going through the same temple layouts over and over again, and it's finally just starting to dawn on me how repetitive it gets. I don't know. It's really not that bad. Not as bad as the AI, anyway. Although that's my fault for giving her the glove. You'd think the bow and arrows would be, like, strong against bats. I don't know if they technically are or not. I've been playing a lot of Bravely Default still. To the point of that... Ugh. I'm at like the semi-final chapter of that game, and oh my god, is it frustrating. To the point where I just literally want to just stop. Just stop playing it altogether because, oh man. The last chapter is just so much, so much pointless grinding. I think that's why this part of the game kind of bugs me too, because it's like Bravely Default does the same thing where it like makes you, spoiler warning, it makes you repeat the same chapter like 5 times, forcing you to grind off the same guys over and over and over again. And no matter how good a game the game is, that is bad game design. You don't force people to replay the same freaking thing 8 or 9 times. You don't do that. It's just not. It's just not something you do. But yeah, Bravely Default isn't like, and then Bravely Default also likes to make you fight like 6 or 7 bosses in one freaking battle. It's ugh. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just gonna say you're gonna have to fight a lot of bosses at the same freaking time. They're all optional, yes, but good God. You'll have to apologize for my voice. It's 2 o'clock in the morning while I try and finish up this freaking castle here. Here we go. I just want to get this palace done before I go to sleep for the night. But you find money. Money's always good. There we go. Switch back to Eric here because he's not charging. These guys like to cast wall on themselves, which doesn't make sense considering I'm not using magic on them. But if they want to waste their magic casting wall, I'm fine with it. Let's see. Oh shit. Phew! That could have gone very, very badly. That was a doom trap. Doom traps, as you see, will cast doom on you, which will either drain your HP down to 1 like it did to me, or you die. Luckily, I did not die, so I'm still good. But yeah, that could be a pain. Screw this, I'm just trying to run through here. There we go. Especially since my partners here don't seem to want to attack anything. There we go. I seem to be going in a circle here. Oh, I know where I need to go. I am going in a circle because I need to... There we go. There we go. But you can level grind off these guys still, so... But this is the way you need to go. Yeah, here we go. If you run around here, you should get an orb. Yeah, gloves orb. There we go. Now I know I'm going the right way. Like I said, it's a small maze. You just have to hit switches. It's like every other temple. So it's not too terribly difficult as long as you just keep going in. I was about to say, as long as you keep going in the right direction. Of course, sire, you have to go in the right direction in order to progress through the game here. Well, okay, now we're back at the beginning here. Shoot, I went too far in this, sir. I went too far back. Oops. My bad. There we go. That's what you need to do. You need to get to this switch to open up that cave over there. Now we can go all the way back. But let's make sure I didn't miss anything up here. I did not, because it keeps circling around here. But anyway, yeah, there's the switch you need to hit, otherwise you're going to keep going in a circle, like I was doing. So I think I'm just going to cut ahead to when I get back there, because you've already seen pretty much everything there is to see in this palace until I get over to where that door is, so be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I got to level 44, so that's something. Yeah, you didn't want to see me backtrack all the way through this cave. These guys are really annoying. It's really hard to hit them sometimes. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, we're in the right area now. Yeah, I just had to backtrack all the way back to the beginning, which took a little longer than it needed to because I kept running into those running into those knights up there and the slime guys and whatnot. If you hit these switches, it makes these flames appear, which is kind of like the flame thing. Well, I was gonna mention something about Chrono Trigger, but then I'm like, no, it's not quite like Magus's Castle and Chrono Trigger. It just reminds me of it. I'm gonna have to cut out like 4 or 5 minutes of my backtracking, my bad. It's not that confusing, it's just the rooms all kind of blend together and look the same, so it can be somewhat confusing, but it's really not too hard to figure out. This axe cannot hit for crap. There we go. Thank you, Lena. It's a sad day when the gloves actually hit more accurately than the axe. But coming in here, we have a boss. I Shade will test you. And this is the lime slime, or shade, I guess. And this is kind of difficult to deal with, because you have all these spires in the middle of the room that are making it really hard to walk in, and lime slime here, or shade, will be attacking you with shade spells and whatnot. Which can be hard to deal with, especially when it's difficult to move like it is right now. The best strategy I can give is just stay as far away from him as possible, and then just wail on him. I don't think he has any elemental weaknesses, so you're just gonna have to rely on your weapons. And depending on what color he is what kind of status elements he's gonna use on you. Like right now he's well, I would say that, but sometimes he changes up depending on how long it's been since he's switched up. But as you can see, every time you hit him, he's gonna get smaller, which makes it easier for you to reach him. Of course, I think the reason why Eric can't hit him is because he's using the axe. And while the axe is probably the most powerful of the main weapons you can get, its range is terrible. But just keep wailing on him, that's the best I can say, because he can't really... He doesn't have any elemental weaknesses, as far as I know. I mean, I've heard it's I've seen on other Let's Plays channels, like Nintendo Capri Sun says he's weak against fire. I don't know if he really is or not. He seems pretty simple enough just using regular attacks. You just have to avoid his attacks as best as you can and just wail on him. That's the general consensus with, most bosses, just wail on him, but this seems the most, just beat the guy up, and there's not much more I can say about it. He should be almost dead here. You can tell by how big he is, how much HP he has left, so he should be almost gone now that he's small enough. He has a lot of HP for a guy, for someone so small, actually. Yeah, I definitely need to cut my backtracking out, because this is going to be over almost a half hour long, not including this boss. And now you get to see some of Shade's spells with Dark Force and all that stuff. Evil Gate. It's not easy. Got him. Perfect timing, actually. 'Cause this is going to be a long part. I need to do some editing, and I also need to go to bed. I'm running out of things to say. It's 2:30 in the morning. I'm usually asleep by now. But we beat him. Way to go! Yeah, we get a Javelin's orb for it. I was wondering when I was going to say that. And then here's Shade. I am the spirit of darkness and an elemental of mana. Few have defeated my dark servants. Take my powers as your reward. And we get Shade's powers. As well as another seed. That means more level grinding for weapons and spells. Hooray! But I'm not backtracking out of here. I'm using the magic rope. And I would go up and speak with Sage Jock again, but it's too late for that. So instead I'm just gonna go save. Plus I've been recording for over half an hour. So I'm gonna call this a part. So thank you everyone for watching. Sorry, like I said, I'm tired. I can't think of things to say right now. So I appreciate everyone for watching this. Those that do watch it. And we'll go talk to Sage. We'll go see if we can find Sage Jock again in the next video. Let's at least see me save so that you guys know that I did. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time.